Are you excited for Reverse 1999's first major patch version 1.1? Welcome back to Cocky Gachas, and in this video we're going to take a look at everything under the sun, right, in version 1.1. I'm going to list down, of course, some of the common pit holes that China server people, right, just landed on because they have no clairvoyance, but we have the eyes of God, okay? We can see into the future, we know what pit holes to avoid, so in this video I'm going to touch on all of that. But necessarily, I just want to put out a disclaimer out here because ours is going to be an accelerated timeline while CN server runs on a 42-day schedule. Hence, our events are going to be definitely shorter, or potentially they might give us more event tokens to compensate for the accelerated timeline. Hopefully that is the case, but I do expect that all of the contents that I've touched on in this video will be released. It's just that the timeline wise, how many days after the event start they're going to be released is going to be different. So first thing we're going to touch on is going to be the banners. You guys already know with version 1.1 there comes banners that people might not be the most excited about, which is the Millennia banner as well as the Pickles or Doggo banner. So these two banners itself, they are going to come in different dates. Millennia banner is going to come first, and then subsequently Pickles banner will come. I'm not sure if Global will make it such that both banners will be available for the full time period, just like what we have seen for Sotheby plus A9, which are supposed to come one after the other. But these two banners are definitely going to come. Our main characters, Millennia, is very strong single target DPS. Although people say that they're going to skip Millennia, they're going to skip Doggo, they're not Doggo fans, they don't think Millennia is strong. I had a change of heart, guys. So I just want to touch on this briefly in this video, that I think that Millennia is worth a pull, and I will be doing a live stream pulling Millennia. I'm going to touch on the reasons in the next video. But here on, just need to know there are two banners running, and of course with the banners coming, right, that is not the exactly the highlight. The highlight is with that comes a event that is able to provide us with massive rewards. So this is the Remake Cup, Theft of the Remake Cup event, and for this event you should be able to see on the screen, right, there are different tabs that you can actually click on, but on the screen in this screenshot everything is not actually unlocked. So it actually unlocks from arc to arc. So the first thing that they have unlocked is the story arc. Necessarily we need to understand the story of Melanie, and we need to understand the story of Pickles also. Hence there are 16 total stages, including 4 story arcs that are going to come out, or 4 story stages that they are going to come up with. So there are 12 battleable stages, and in these stages you're going to be battling. You're going to get the event currency so that you can exchange it in the shop. Simple as that. This lasts for 14 days in China server. Maybe it will last still for 14 days, just that the subsequent events will open up much sooner. And talking about the event shop, you should be able to see on the screen, this is a cheat sheet. I have it translated. Someone actually linked it to me on my Discord channel, but they say that they got it from the official Discord channel. So this itself is the event shop cheat sheet. However, okay, knowing China server and how the farming methods go, this cheat sheet is not exactly accurate. You can look at the bottom. They actually mentioned that with the event rewards you need to farm 61,000 event currency. That is not accurate, but it is very close. In fact, the total is correct. It is 80,500, but you do need to minus away 6,600 from first clearing all of the battleable stages up to 14-3. You should be able to get 6,600 currency, and then also from the 12 stamps that you're going to get, each of those going to give you 1.2k event currency, totaling up 14.4k. So in total you're going to already earn 21k event currency from that. So minus from that, you only need 59k instead of 61k. And you might be thinking at this point, hey, if I'm a free-to-play player, do I need to refill my stamina to full clear it? So let's just do some calculations. In CN server, this event ran for 14 days, but do take note that you do need to first clear all of the events from stage 1 to stage 14-3, total up to 201 stamina. You do have to spend that much. For the rest of the 59,000, you do have to farm it using stage 14-3. So this assuming you can clear 14-3. If you play Steam day 1, the difficulty is extremely low. If you can clear, of course we're going to assume everyone can clear, you're going to have to spend 20 stamina to get 300 event currencies for this 14-3 stage. Meaning if you were to divide the rest of the 59,000 coins into actual stamina, you are going to need roughly 4,000, a bit less than 4,000 stamina. But as I mentioned, this event only runs for 14 days, so I'm going to assume you have 13 days to farm full stamina, because the 14th day, right, is used to farm the full first full clear. So this is going to leave us with 275 times 13 days. Okay, this is going to be roughly 3.6k stamina, so we have a deficit of 300 plus stamina, and this is where the 5 candy jars actually come in handy. The devs actually just gave us 5 candy jars. I actually already used part of it because I'm not free to play. I have the roaring month with the extra stamina. I'm not too worried, but for free to play, please do not spend your candy jars. Very, very important. Keep it. Hopefully, potentially, the event also will give us some stamina along the way by the devs, right? If they give us, then there's no problem at all. If they do not give us, right, we're gonna assume the worst scenario ever. They don't give us, very cutthroat. We are going to have to save up stamina. A tip is that you can go into the event with full stamina. So one day before, you try to plan how much you need to get near to the cap when the event starts. So 180 extra, or however much you have, should be 180 extra. Then you just need to save up 1 or 2 candy jars. It should be set if you use up full stamina. Of course, if you're taking a break 1 or 2 days here and there, definitely save up for more stamina, save up for more candy jars so that you're able to full clear the event. But as much as it's important to clear the event shop, right? If the event shop is trash, we don't need it. But this event shop, very, very good. It comes with a couple of highlights. The first one is the 6-star side cube in luxurious leisure. Absolute BIS for Millennia as well as other single target ultimate users, because of the fact that it gives you the damage boost straight up for every time you use the ultimate, stacking up to 3 times. At max, it will give you 9%, and also basic incantation might, and more importantly, comes with a maxed out 380 attack. So it's very, very high. I think as high as Bountiful or Duty, that stupid side cube. So that one, similar already when it comes to an attack standpoint. I think it's a must-have, it's a must-invest for a lot of the carries that are using single target. In fact, even if you can't stack it as fast as Millennia, you're still going to benefit from it just by casting it once. You're going to gain a lot of damage. So that is the 6-star side cube. The rest of the stuff is all the materials, and importantly, better clear out all the Insight 3 materials. And notably, this Insight 3 materials aligns with Millennia's one. So if you are going to draw for her, you can just straight up get her to I3. Of course, the I2 materials, go find it elsewhere or clear in the shop, go and craft, etc, etc. So this is up to you. Full shop clear, you are going to be able to get to Millennia I3 very, very easily. So this is from the shop perspective. Moving on, the next one is going to be a mini event. It lasts for 17 days, released 2 weeks after the first release of version 1.1. It is guiding Millennia to steal stuff, and a very, very casual one. Just going to get some mini rewards. Lasts for 7 days, and on the 5th day after the puzzle event have released, U2 is going to come. If you're wondering what U2 stands for, it basically means YouTube. You have to YouTube for the solution, otherwise you cannot clear. Okay, I'm just joking, but it is very difficult even when in 1.1. Unlike the other like game modes itself, unlike the story event, it's casual, it's very easy. U2 is more of an end game content. However, there are different levels, right? So just to touch on it briefly, there are 30 levels, and then subsequently there are extra 5 levels. So the end levels you're going to expect to be very, very difficult. However, most of the event rewards you can clear by clearing the criteria that are only requiring to clear the earlier stages, so you don't really need to go full on crazy. Of course, if you are free to play, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to clear unless you play hardcore since day 1. So the highlight for this event shop, right, other than the similar event materials, I'm going to put special focus on the Apple skin. If you have seen this Apple skin and you don't know where it came from, this is where it came from. Okay, this very, very good free Apple skin. Of course, Apple isn't like the best unit. I know a lot of people also hate how Apple speaks, but regardless, the skin looks pretty good. I think we can all agree on that. So you're going to get it from U2, and basically that is it. U2 consists of the game modes whereby you're going to get all of these character cards, and they're going to boost you up with different effects. Like you can see, potentially if you get the new Babel card, you're going to get like above 50%. You're naturally going to have taunt, stuff like that. So this is where the game mode is going to take a twist, take a turn. It's going to be more interesting. So for people complaining on lack of content, be sure to check out U2 when it releases. Exact schedule, not sure. It's going to be released a lot sooner than in CN server, unlike them, right, 3 weeks into the event. I'm going to suspect 2 weeks into the event, we are going to see U2. So better prepare your teams now for U2. Now lastly, we're going to end off with a mini event as well. The reward is pretty decent, but for this mini event, we are just going to do dailies. It's just like collecting stickers, collecting currency. We're just going to turn them into the NPC, right? Various NPCs like Apple, etc. And then we are going to get the materials just like that. It's a very simple one to end off, to continue the storyline about Pickles, a bit about the newsletters. You can have fun reading them, and this is all for version 1.1. Now at this point I've covered everything in version 1.1, but you are still not convinced version 1.1 is the best for you and you don't really like the version 1.1 banners. How about checking this out, whereby I'm going to tell you about how much pool income you're going to have so that you can potentially save for the 1.2 banners. I'll see you guys over there. This is Corky Gachas, signing off.